Latin American almuerzo is 1 to 3. Here it's like 1 to 5. And actually, the whole summer is almuerzo hour for Italians. And reporting to you about the biggest tourist trap in Italy, just in case you were planning on being a tourist and just hitting the same tourist circuit everybody else hits. Venice has decided that they're getting too many tourists and that they're ruining the city. And guess what they're going to do about it? They're going to fine people for using the benches. Watch out, Angie. Okay, it's a rumor, but they could do it. Now, does that sound like trying to curb tourism to you, or does that just sound like trying to get even more money out of the tourists? Ah, did I say that? I don't know. It seems to me that if I was looking for something to do, it wouldn't be waiting in lines and being around crowds. But, you know, to each his own. You know, it's an experience, right? And the price gouging. You think it's bad in Latin America? Oh, it's bad, 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 bad. I mean, it's just as bad as anywhere else, but it's really bad because things aren't really all that cheap in Western Europe already. And so, you know, it's like in Ecuador, you take a, you know, 1.5 mile, 2 mile taxi ride, and it costs you, I don't know, $2, $2.50. Over there, they want 10 euros, and then they try to turn it into 20 euros. So, you know, it's huge. It's not like trying to turn $2.50 into $5. You see what I'm saying? You get price gouged over there in Ecuador, it's $2.50 to $5. Now, you shouldn't put up with that. We didn't put up with that. But you go there, it's 10 euros already, turns into 20 euros. No thanks. The price gouging, very bad. And I mean, you know, that's because Italy is so touristy that they're used to seeing a foreigner as somebody that you just naturally just price gouge. And even the locals talk about it. They always were asking me, how much did you pay for the ride over here and stuff. They wanted to check and see how much did they really rake me over the coals. And I told them, because I talked, you know, Italian to them and said, no, it needs to be this much. And I got the right price, and they're like, wow, they treated you right. Yeah, they treated me right because I made sure that I demanded that they treat me right. I mean, I say demanded. Yeah, I was nice to them, but...
Well, it helps that you speak Italian.
And about the food and the shopping there, everything's got prices on it. Even at the Mercato, things have prices on it. I developed a reputation for being the guy, the foreigner, that didn't buy anything if there wasn't a price on it.
Make a story, honey.
And so that's how I stayed out of trouble with the price gouging, and everything's got the price on it, which is great. So, and number 4, what else did we hate?
We don't hate anything else about Italy.
Be careful of this trick when traveling on trains in Italy. Now, I don't know, maybe they do this in Portugal too. I wouldn't expect any of the Ram groups to talk about it though. Alright, so no big deal, you know, we can overcome this, it's simple, but here's the trick. I have talked to other Italians and they have confirmed they do this all the time, so it wasn't a one-time thing. And this is more of an issue if you're traveling for several hours or more rather than a short trip like an hour or something. But like in the summer, they'll cut off, and I was here when it wasn't summer, so I didn't see any issues, but after it got hot, they would cut off, because the air was on when you first got on there, so it wasn't like it wasn't working. So the air was on, and then they cut it off, and they cut the air off for like 2 or 3 hours, and people were just, it was not a pretty sight. And then after about 2-3 hours of that, they suspiciously opened the bar up where they sold, you know, ice drinks and stuff. So the way that I'm going to overcome this, which I've done this in hot areas like Panama, what I do is I get a miniature, it's a tiny little spray bottle, and with water, it's just so tiny, and it's full of water, and it's just about the size of a cigar. You can find these, and in your backpack with water, and when something like this happens, you can of course carry lots of drinking water, but beyond that you can spray yourself, you know, you can mist yourself with this water, and it'll cool you off. So that's what I'm going to do next time, and I'm going to be prepared, and I'm not going to I'm going to be one of these gadget guys that is always prepared, you know. But I wasn't. They got me by surprise, but fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So isn't going to happen. And as the Rams would say, look at that $1 million sunset without the price tag. Hey!